glare off up there. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, May 5th. I hope you liked yesterday's morning message. Oh, I used the word like with E. Well, it already has an E, so I have the D. So it ends with ED. Which sound does it make? T. Very good, like T. All right. Yesterday, we started to review the 3 sounds of ED, ed, d, and t. So if you want to listen to those songs again, I have 2 songs linked on my teacher webpage. What I'm going to do before we start today's activity is I'm going to read a book. It just says, I can read ED words. As I read, I want you to help me decide if the verb in the story ends with the ed, d, or t sound. Remember, when a word ends with ed, it happened in the past. So, this says, a drink spilled on his desk. The verb is spill, and they added ed. Spilled. Does the ed make the ed, d, or t sound? Spilled. D. It makes the d sound. My mom baked it for me. So the verb is bake. When you add ed into the past, it makes the word baked. Does baked have the ed, d, or t sound? Baked. Right, it has the t sound. You're going to be doing an activity with sorting the different sounds ed makes, so I thought this would be good practice. And don't pay attention to the numbers on the pages because I cut apart a couple ed books and I put them together. The boy waited at the bus stop. So the verb is wait, then they added ed. Waited. Does that make the ed, d, or t? Waited. The ed sound. She stirred the pot. The verb is stir, then they added ed. Stirred. Does stirred, the ed, does it make the ed, d, or t sound? Stirred. Right, d. And there's one more for today's book. He stopped his bike. So the verb is stop. They added ed. Stopped. Does it make the ed, d, or t sound? Stopped. Right, the t sound. So, for today's activity, you will need some writing utensils. And let me see, some flashcards. On our first flashcard, I'm going to be making the symbol that means sound, ed. Actually, I made a mistake on that one, so I made some extra cards. So I'm going to make ed and then the sound symbol. So if you can see, this line and this line means it makes the sound ed, ed. So one of the sounds for ed is ed. Underneath ed, I'm going to write the word painted because painted ends with the sound ed. P-A-I-N-T-E-D, like this. So word paint with ed at the end. Painted. Then I'm going to draw a quick paintbrush. artist palette with the paint. Painted. So this will be my example for the ed sound. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and do that. If you're ready to move on, you can move on with me. I'm going to do the next sound as just D. So remember, when you see these two diagonal lines, it means the sound D. Then I'm going to write the word spilled, because spilled ends with the sound, or the ed sound D. Spilled. Like this. Spilled. Spilled. Then I'm going to draw a cup that spilled. Like this. Spilled. The last sound ed can make is t. Remember, my two diagonal lines makes the sound t. I'm going to write the word locked. Lock with an ed, locked. Then I'm going to draw a lock that is locked. Like this. Easy. So we have the three sounds. Ed, like in painted. D, like in spilled. And T, like in locked. We are going to be starting to make some cards that you'll be sorting later this week. I'm going to do them out of order though, and I'm going to choose a different color. I'm going to choose orange. We're going to only do some of them today because it's going to take some time. Today we'll do 4 of the words. So on our first card, you are going to write the word planted with me. P, L, A, N, T, E, D. Planted. Pull, that's a blend, and family, t, plant, ed. And if you were going to sound out this word, you could say, okay, I know the word plant. I can sound that word out. I see ed. Does the ed sound make, is it plant, t, plant, d, or planted? And that's how you could sound the word out. Oh, before I move on to the next one, I'm going to draw a quick picture. Maybe just a little seed in the ground that was planted. Maybe starting to grow some roots. Like this. Planted. I planted the seed. Next word we are going to write is played. Do you remember how to spell play? P-L-A-Y. Play. Oh, there's Rue. Let me grab her real quick and bring her next to me. Rue, come on. Come on. Come here. I know. So scary. Rue, do you want to say hi? Say hi. Rue saw some dogs outside and she was trying to protect. I don't think most dogs would be scared of Rue, do you? All right, Rue, let's get in your bed. Go on. Good girl. There. Sorry about that. All right, back to play. P-L-A-Y, play. Then I'm going to add the E-D at the end. So if I was sounding this word out, I know this word is play. If I see E-D at the end, I could say, is it play-ed, played, or plate? It's played. Then I'm going to draw a picture, maybe down below, of 2 kids that played ball. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a picture clue. Next word, camped. I'm going to have the word camp, C-A-M-P, camp, add E-D. If you were sounding this word out, k. This is the am family, p, camp. Then if you got to the ed, you would say, ed, is it camp ed? Camped, or camped? Camped. So that's how you could sound that word out. So I'm just gonna draw a quick little tent, maybe a campfire for camped. One more word for our sort, and then we'll finish that tomorrow. Added. Oh my goodness, Rue. Added. Come on, you're fine. So, I have A-D-D, add. And the word wouldn't be add-d, it's just add. And then I have the ed at the end. Is it added, add, or add? Added. So when I go to make my picture at the bottom, let me put Rue on my lap. I can maybe write 3 plus 3 equals 6. I added 3 plus 3. All right, hold on to those. We're gonna finish our cards, making our cards tomorrow. All right. Next, popcorn word review. I'm gonna hold up the card and spell it. Then I want you to say it. Then I'll say it to see if you got it correct. B-E-C-A-U-S-E. Because, remember that wasn't really one of our popcorn words, but we did sing this song at school, and we used it a lot in our writing, especially in the opinion writings. F-I-N-D. Find. J-U-M-P. Jump. H-E-L-P. Help. F-U-N-N-Y. Funny. What I want you to do today for your writing is I want you to think of a sentence for each one of our sight words. I wrote our sight words out already. Okay, Rue? She's on my lap. As you can see, I'm gonna have to use one hand now. My first sentence says, I think Rue is funny. She thinks she's so tough, but she's really tiny. I guess she's kind of tough. I think Rue is funny. Then I took a yellow marker and I underlined the popcorn word funny. I also started all my sentences with a capital letter. I used finger spaces. I used neat handwriting. Neat handwriting means you are using uppercase letters at the beginning of your sentence and then lowercase letters. Unless you see Rue's name, that is her name. She is important, so I made it an uppercase R. If you forget what your letters, the lowercase or uppercase letters look like, you can use the alphabet or name tag. And I also made sure they each ended with a period. My next sentence says, sometimes I need help. Adults need help sometimes too. It's always okay to ask for help. And then I took my yellow marker and I underlined help. Next, I can jump from side to side. I underlined jump. And the last sentence I used was, blueberries are good because they are sweet. And I underlined because. Now I want you to think of your own sentences. I do not want you to copy mine. And I forgot to write a sentence for find. Can you think of a sentence for find? Maybe can you help me find my pencil? So remember, try to use each popcorn word for the week in a sentence. Underline it with maybe your favorite color if you'd like, and if you want, you can draw pictures of each at the top. That's all I have for today's morning message. Rue, do you want to say bye? Say bye. Bye. Have a nice day. I'll talk to you later.